Good morning and Happy New Year to one and all. Wishing you all the best for this year. Right, so today I'm going to be doing a HelloFresh meal. It's one of the meals that we did for a promotion during the week, and this meal is left over, and I'm going to do it for Dan tonight. I'm not promoting or anything like that. I'm just cooking it, okay? So this one's called a fuss-free hoisin chicken thigh tray bake. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big fan of thighs. And I've only just established that from the curry that we recently did. There was half a thigh in it, half of the portion was thigh and the other half was breast. My fault, because I put it in there. But anyway, that's what Dan's going to be having today. And I don't like hoisin sauce anyway, so getting away from that one. So I'm not cooking at the minute. I am literally just preparing. So what I am going to do is trim up. Oh, just realised that's a lot of chicken actually. It's 2 in each. 2 in each. Trim up all the chicken, because that did need quite a bit of trimming last time I did the thigh. And just going to prep some veg. So I did do this, was this yesterday I trimmed all this, didn't I? And decided not to use it. That was for the stew, that wasn't yesterday, that was the day before actually. So yeah, I'm going to be using that now today for Dan's tea. There is a little bit more left over actually. Yeah, so I'm just going to do all the prep, all the main prep. So I need to sort of run through what I'm going to be doing. Right, so to get started, preheat your oven, gas mark 7, chop the potatoes into 2cm cubes, no need to peel. Oh, loving it already. Pop the chunks onto a large baking tray and drizzle with a sprinkle of sesame seeds and half the Indonesian spice mix, and season with salt and pepper. Right, okay, so will I really be doing that in the oven? No. This is where you can change things up. So you always get like a little bag numbered. As you can see, look, that's 32. So I've got number 32. And it comes in with like your little packets of sachets and stuff. Now, I know we've been promoting this over on the Travel Trolls, but I'm going to be telling you now, these meals are good. I cannot fault them. So these are actually really good. I'm to the point actually, I am actually going to buy these this year, and I said to Dan it's something I want to do in the new year. I only maybe get like 2 or 3 meals a week, so the rest of the week then so it just helps out, and we get to experiment with new meals like that, for example. Yeah, and it just sort of breaks up the monotonous of the regular meals that we have. So yeah, I'm going to be looking into that. And of course, I'm going to be using the Travel Trolls code. Right, so I'm going to do this in the air fryer. It's going to be so much easier, cheaper on. It's just no point in heating up an oven unless if all of it needs to go in the oven. Now that's where then I'll differ to whether I'll put the oven on. Yep, it all needs to go in the oven. Okay. Yep, the whole lot. But actually, apparently you do the potatoes first. Right, let me read this first, because I'm wondering if I can put the whole lot on a tray and just get it cooked. Right, okay, the chicken takes a little less than the potatoes, but you know us, we like ours sort of well done. So I think the whole lot can actually go on the baking tray. So in that case, I will be doing it in the oven. So, nice and easy. So I've been shopping today. Yeah, didn't really get a lot if I'm quite honest, just a few little essentials and stuff. And for my New Year's now, I wasn't going to bother doing a New Year's resolution. What's the point? We always break them. But anyway, I typed into Google last night. I always thought, right, having a little Coke instead of me alcohol and stuff like that was a better substitute. Anyway, it was only last night, and I've been feeling just not very healthy, I'm going to be honest. So I typed in Google last night, just chopping some potatoes. Do you want cubes or circles, darling? I'll do exactly what they say, shall I?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just do exactly what they say. Anyway, yeah, so I typed in last night, what's the effects of Diet Coke? Me thinking, you know, there's no effects, it's Diet Coke, no calories. But there is actually effects. It can bring on diabetes.
Circles.
I've done cute. You just watched me do that.
Circles for rest.
Circles for the rest. Okay. It can bring on diabetes. It's full of sweeteners. Obviously, then it can rot your teeth, which I'm very sort of particular about my teeth when it comes to sweets and Coke and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. Well, I don't think I'm going to need to do too much more of this. I'll do the smaller one. Let me bring you down so you can watch this while I gab on. Yes, so anyway, so yesterday was the 1st of January, and after reading that last night, I've just decided I'm not going to be having Coke now. That's it. I have only been sort of having one each day anyway, but yesterday, funny enough, I only had sort of half, maybe just a little over half, so it wasn't terrible. Yeah, so on the 2nd of January, today, I'm starting to try a little healthy bit of eating and stuff like that. Not healthy eating. What it is, it's coming up to my birthday. I want to feel healthily good, right? Nothing really to do with weight at all, but why not? Why not try and lose a little bit of weight as well? So I have decided I'm going to give up the Coke anyway. I know it was a bad thing anyway, but in the long term, if you look at it, it was better than the alcohol. I'm going to definitely give up sweets, chocolate, I don't really eat sweets. I call crisps and chocolate sweets, I do. Whenever I say I've had some sweets last night or something, I mean crisps and chocolate. Don't get me wrong, I have had a couple of jelly beans over the Christmas. We were kindly given some of them, but only a handful. There's nearly a whole tub left. Yeah, so it's coffee break. That's another thing as well. I don't want to substitute it with coffee, but it's only because we've been out in the cold all the morning, just got back, put shopping away, and I want a nice hot coffee. Right, anyway, drizzle some oil down on this. Yes, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Not on a very long term, you know, just till I start feeling a bit better in myself. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with me, there's not. I just want to feel a lot more healthier. So I'm going to give up Coke, give up crisps and chocolate, going back on my wraps again today, drinking more water. That's one. Now I do drink water, but I want to try and drink more. But now I'm not having a Coke, which this would be the time a day that I'd open my Coke. Don't get me wrong, I'm not even addicted to it anyway, but I had been thinking about it. Oh, it's Coke time. But no, I'm not bothered. It's not an addiction, is it? Do you know what? I worked out to how many beers I must have had last year. Now, prior to when I gave up for 5 months and the cigarettes for 5 months, and then I've hardly had anything since. Literally hardly had anything. Well, I'll tell you now. So that's most of the year, and then I haven't even had a drink anyway for 2 months. We got back from Scotland. I had a tiny little bit in a coffee, substitute as milk. So that's 7 months. I've worked out, I think I've had 4 cans of beer this year and 2 tipples of Baileys on 2 all different separate occasions, not 4 beers in one. A beer here and a beer there, and that's all I can recall of having this year. So I'm quite proud of myself. Really proud of myself. Right, so what's next anyway? I'm going to try and tell you so you lot can try and make these meals as well. So yeah, if you all want to stick with like a bit of healthy eating, giving up a bit, just something, I will do the cigarettes, but not yet. I'm not going to put that on myself, just not yet anyway. Right, anyway, right, prep the chicken. Yes, so I've got to trim all that off. So these needs to go on the tray as well. So if I bring you down, these all need to go on the tray. Oh, they're probably last minute actually, because yeah, bake the chicken for 15 minutes and then you're going to be add it for the last 10 minutes, add the veg. Right, okay, so yeah, I can start cutting up the chicken. Right, what do I have to do to this? I've oiled them. Sprinkle over some sesame seeds and half the Indonesian spice. Right, so I've got some sesame seeds. Really good. They're portioned out for you and everything. That's a lot of sesame seeds.
I like sesame seeds.
Do ya? Okay. It's strange, isn't it? Sesame seed on your potatoes. And do you know what else? What gave me the idea of trying to eat a little bit healthier? And I haven't told Dan this. Because of Dan. Yesterday he just sort of wanted to start doing like this healthy. Ow! I just pinched myself in there. Dan wanted to start doing like this healthy sort of breakfast thing, and it just made me think, yeah, look at me, look, I'm feeling rubbish every day. Where's my Indonesian spice? Feeling rubbish every day, and I thought, well, I'll start with Dan then if he's gonna start doing some healthy stuff. Yeah, so anyway, let's see how that goes. And in the process, yeah, why not? Hopefully I can maybe lose a little bit of weight as well. I said to Dan, because I did finally weigh myself like late last night. I had a shower late last night and weighed myself. Now if I can lose, it's just under a stone, I'll be happy. I'll be at the weight that I'm quite happy at. Alright, let me bring you down. That's a lot of spice again. This is mad. Get so many spares. This is why I end up then with packets like that in the cupboard, because they do give you quite a bit actually. So this is going to be an interesting dish. I've never cooked anything like this ever. Right, let's toss all those. Yeah, got a bit of washing on in the background. You'll have to excuse the noise. Yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you're planning on sort of trying to do something, give up something or whatever. Let us all know down in the comments. We can support each other. Right, I think that might need just a drizzle of oil again. I'll just go with this. Back with the seeds, so I may as well use them all because there's quite a lot of potato there anyway. Yep, that's it anyway. That's it. Do the rest of this Cindy. I'm going to be honest, that smells kind of curry-ishy. Yeah, it's a stupid word. So once that starts baking, I'll mix all that up anyway in the I'll be tossing it like in the tray, you know. This is actually called a tray bake, so I should have known really that this would be cooked in the oven. Right, I'm just going to use it all. Why not? So yeah, I've got a spare one of them and a spare one of them from my cupboard. This is the hoisin sauce, so I imagine I'm going to have a spare one of them as well, because that's quite a lot of hoisin sauce, isn't it? Right, what next? What do I do? Oh right, trim the chicken. So this is a spare bag that I haven't cooked. I'm not going to be cooking this meal because this is meal number 72. But I've already used the beef. So in here now I'm going to get a load of spares of stuff as well. Like what's that? It will tell you on there. Dijon mustard, brilliant. Dried thyme, that's handy. Red wine shoe. I'll tell you what, the red wine shoe from HelloFresh is actually really good. And also the I think it's chicken stock or vegetable stock, and that's Margie's I can't say it. Dijon mustard. Brilliant, so they can be put away as well. Right, I'm just going to trim this chicken up, get this all prepared. I might have to use my scissors. So last time I was doing this, the knife was rubbish. How stupid am I?
Very.
Right, so for the curry I made, for the advert that we were doing, I had to use 1 packet of diced chicken breast and 1 packet of the thighs, because I thought we were just sent all thighs except for 1 packet. Anyway, this is the chopped chicken. So what would you rather me do now? I've opened this now. I'll have to use it all, I suppose. I'll use it all. Dan can pick at it. So hopefully this ain't gonna need much trimming on this diced chicken. That's so annoying. You know, I've got my hands in there now, I'm just pulling it out. Oh yeah, there is some fat on there that needs trimming. Look at that, look. Yeah. gone wrong already. So I had ready, hadn't I? Because I think I said it. I was supposed to have kept half of that Indonesian spice instead of dumping it all on the potatoes for the chicken. Never mind, I've got another packet, haven't I? Right, so yeah, I'm gonna get the chicken on the tray. So I've just been trimming this up and drizzle with oil, a little bit of Indonesian spice mix. Usually this is a lot easier, but I'm trying to sort of film as I'm going along, so it's throwing me off a little bit. And then the hoisin sauce. No, don't put the hoisin sauce on yet. So drizzle the chicken in oil. I know it looks like a lot of chicken, okay, but I'd already defrosted it. It needed cooking. Drizzle chicken in oil. Put the Indonesian spice on. Give it a mix. And once this is cooked for about 15-20 minutes, then I'm going to add the hoisin sauce and the vegetables. Otherwise that will burn in there. There we go. Let's just give all that a flip round. It's going to be very spicy, isn't it? So I didn't cut the thighs. I just left them as whole because that's how they're showing it's served. But anyway, Dan will pick at this. Do a bit more. Yeah, that's it all. Just give that another mix through. The oil and everything. All right, there we have it. So I'm going to be plopping that into the oven very shortly. It's going to be that kind of meal that will easily reheat if Dan doesn't want it quite yet. I need to finish it on video, don't I? So you get a video tonight. There we go. Yeah, and then I'll budge all that over and get me veg on at last minute. So I've stuck the oven on now anyway. This is going to be exciting. I'm interested in the flavours and the smells around the house. It's all new. I've not cooked anything like this. That's a good thing with HelloFresh. I'm not promoting, honestly. Yeah, so going back to the Diet Coke, right, for one. I know I keep going on about it. But I read last night, even though it was 0 calories, you do have gain weight. You can gain weight, sorry. Which I found strange. But I did wonder why I was feeling a little bit podgy. It probably was from all that, because when I was drinking alcohol, obviously it puts weight on you, and that's where all my weight was from the alcohol. So yeah, it's probably from the Coke contributing to the crisps and chocolate I'm eating overnight. But anyway, I didn't buy none today. Oh, I did buy some coffee things. I don't know what they're called, strudel things or something. They're like a round biscuit, caramel biscuit, and you sit them on your cup. So if I fancy a treat, I'll have one of those. Only sort of once a week or something. Anyway, what I was going to suggest is, and you all can join in on this as well, if you are going to stick with something like giving up something, or you know, obviously if you're giving up smoking or something, you know, you're not going to have what I'm about to say, results of basically losing weight. But if you give up rubbish food or something, or go on some sort, I'm not going on a particular diet, I'm just giving up rubbish food. But yeah, let us all know down below as well. Keep us updated. I'm going to do it on a weekly basis. So today is, I don't know what day it is today. It's the 2nd of January anyway. And what I'll do is once a week, so next is it Tuesday today?
Friday.
Oh, next Friday then I'll weigh myself and I'll tell you lot how much I've lost. I'm not obviously going to be telling you how much I weigh. You can probably guess that anyway. But I'll let you know whether I do actually lose weight by just giving up the Coke and the rubbish sweets. I'm obviously going to be eating just normally anyway. My dinners, I've got bananas, I bought some new oranges in the house. I do like a piece of fruit now and again. I do like them, or a yogurt or something like that. So yeah, I'm not tampering with my dinners. I'm eating what I want for dinner. I'm just giving up the rubbish. So yeah, I'll be curious to know. I do feel like I probably will lose weight. maybe little bits of dribs and drabs, but if I can lose a little bit of weight for my birthday, I'll feel an awful lot better, won't I? So yeah, if you lot want to join in on this as well, the big 2026 start of a new health start, no matter what it is, let's all join in together down in the comments, so we can all keep an eye on everybody's progress and stuff like that, and see whether you stuck to it. I'll ask someone, oh, did you stick with that, you know, and stuff like that. I'll be interested. I'll be taking notes. So I did have a comment last night. Somebody did ask, oh yeah, I got out the shower late last night and I put on these pyjamas, you know, the ones from Timu. Oh, so comfortable, really, really nice. They're not too heavy like these. Look, in my wash basket now. Look, they're all just big, fluffy pyjamas. So I'm doing one wash today, and I'll do that. Probably take 2 washes on its own because they're so big and bulky, you know. But anyway, yeah, somebody was asking kindly last night where I got me jumper from. Now I think they mean this one, and I can't remember your name. I did actually take a photo of it, but I'm not going to go on my phone and check. I think you mean this one. So I got this from Monsoon. It's so soft. It actually feels like not far from cashmere, if I want to say. Now what did happen though, when I have washed this, when I got back, one of these fell off, so now it doesn't look like a bow. Dan reckons it looks more like a dragonfly, but apparently I can get away with it. I have kept that bit actually, it's on the side in there, to see if I can actually fix that or not, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't wash it on a wool wash, which I wish I had done, along with my next jumper. These all came out of the wash lovely, right? I had them on the radiator just sort of drying while I was drying, because you have to take half out, don't you? Once you've done a load, take half out and dry that first half, because you can't then dry the amount that you've washed. So anyway, I had these on the radiator, and then that had all finished, right? And then I thought, right, I'll now just air them through in the tumble dryer. This one I think shrunk a little bit. Well, it did shrink a little bit, so I was a bit annoyed with myself on that. I should have just left. I wouldn't mind, it was near enough dry from the radiator. Yeah, this is Lipsy from Next. So this was on the Christmas video. So if you were talking about my Christmas jumper, that's Lipsy, and I just got that from Next. But this one, yeah, was from Monsoon. I got it in the sale just recently, on the January sale. So if you haven't seen that one, go over and see my video. I've worn them though as an outfit with my trousers. Actually quite, I felt, what's the word, sophisticated, getting out of these hoodies and stuff. Plus Dan said I look lovely as well. It's always nice to be told you look lovely by your partner. Now I have got this bag out. Now, in there is some items for me to do. Does this thing really work? I pulled them out yesterday. I sat on the chair with them, but we got so carried away. Yesterday was so busy that I didn't get round to actually doing a video. So there will be a couple more videos of those coming up soon as well. I've got a few gadgets and stuff to try in there, and some beauty products, let's just put it that way. So today has been quite an interesting day, although it was bitterly cold. It was actually -1 when we left here. We went shopping to Tesco's to check out some bargains. So what I'm going to say is, if you want to see that, it's quite good footage. Got quite a lot of that. Got a whole video on that over on the Travel Trolls. So please go over to the Travel Trolls and watch us go shopping for some bargains in Tesco's. But I'm going to say that this is done. Ow! I missed the tea towel and caught it with my finger. Dan's starting to say it's smelling delicious in here. So there we have it. That's the tray bake. Once again, I have been flipping these over again. So these are all cooked now. Brilliant. Yeah, and they're all like in the juices as well. chicken might, oh no, I was going to say the chicken might be a little overdone. Smaller pieces might be. But no, that actually feels alright. So what I'm going to do, plate that up, and I might put the potatoes in just for 5 more minutes. And yeah, that's the tray bake there. Fuss-free hoisin chicken by tray bake. Right, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I do have some more. I have loads of these cards. Maybe later on down the line I can make a few more of these if you're interested. If not, it's fine. I know you all like watching me cooking. Right, this one's going to be a shorter video today. We've done quite a lot today, so yeah, I'm going to call it that. Now I could either keep this footage for tomorrow and add to the video tomorrow, or just have a shorter one today. So I'm going to opt for a shorter one today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Take care. Bye!